Hey guys, Strat Project update time. And yes, I know I've been taking my time doing this, but you know what? I've been working to save up money for each part that I'm buying. So, aside from the modifications I've added this time, I've got two more things before Renee is technically finished. And I'm just going to put up with the different color pickups for now. That's not really going to affect the playability of the guitar or the sound. So, what I want to do eventually, later on down the road, black and black. So, that aside, here's the first modification that I received in the mail today. Roller string trees versus your standard W shape or M shape. Screw goes in the center, you have one string, the screw, and then the other string, like your standard Squire or cheap Strat copy. So, the one complaint I have about these string trees is the fact that both of the wheels on there, those wheels are supposed to turn as you tighten or loosen the string. However, they are both solid connected to the shaft running through the eyelet thing. So when you go to turn this side, that one will turn with it. They don't turn independently of each other. And, well, in theory, a string tree should have independently turning bearings on it. I'm sure the better quality ones have that, but you know what? I haven't really noticed a difference in my tuning, but it is easier to tune, but it still adds friction to the strings around the string you're tuning. So honestly, even if it's just an aesthetic modification, it does look better than the stock string trees that came on it. There's the side profile of them. And then modification number two, and it actually came with a spare, is this genuine part from Fender. Now, you're going to think I'm weird for doing this, but every modification I have made on this Strat so far has been with the idea of making this Strat not a cliche Strat. You know, and what I mean by that is I don't want this to be like every other Strat out there. I mean, yeah, sure, there are SHS Strats out there, but this pickguard type, I haven't seen it too often. And I haven't seen Strats very often that have a tapered volume knob and then two hollow body type knobs. So there's another modification I made to this guitar to make it unique. And then you've got the truss rod plate, which I made myself. And now here's the other modification that I received today. This is a Telecaster switch tip. Or at least that's what the advertisement on Amazon said. And it comes from the Fender factory. But there was an issue with the fitting of this particular switch tip. Let's see if I can get the other one out of the package and I'll show you what I mean. Now, notice how you have the edge around that round piece in the middle that fits over the switch thing that sticks up. One thing I did do differently was I took a knife and I removed part of it. There we go. I cut part of that lip around there off. The reason I did that, I'll actually show you. It's easier to actually show you than to describe it in painful detail. So when it's pushed down all the way on the switch, it doesn't want to go all the way over, because it fits on there in such a way where that lip hits the pickguard. So after cutting half of that lip off, as you see right there, now it fits my Strat. And honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I didn't want the random white switch tip on there. It just kind of looked tacky to me. And that's the other reason why I want to change these two pickups to a black color. And I can get a Fender pickup cover for the middle one. However, that's going to be a little tricky with the bridge pickup because it's a humbucker and it doesn't have a removable cover on it. So with the bridge pickup, I think I'm going to go with a sticker that is literally made to put on the face of a pickup to change your color or to put a graphic on it. And I'm going to get one as thin as I can possibly find that will fit over there and make it black. Now that's going to leave a white edge around the edge here, but you'll see from the front side black. So I don't know how I'm going to go around the edge still being white because it's just going to be a flat sticker on the pickup, but I'll figure it out. But that is a later upgrade for another time. I'm trying to get the structure of this guitar finished first before I finish with the aesthetics of the electronics and the pickups and all that. Now, the last two upgrades I plan on doing to this guitar for a while is going to be, I'm going to replace the nut because this is a plastic string nut. I would like to get either a brass or titanium nut or get a roller nut made for a Fender Strat. And then finally, I actually found a pair of Grover or Mini Grover Rotomatics. Anyway, Grover tuning pegs, 6 in line for like $52, and they are authentic. I looked them up, I double checked it, and I checked multiple sources to make sure that they are in fact authentic Grover tuning pegs, and they are, for like $52 on Amazon.com. So I want the very best tuning pegs possible, and frankly, from my experience, I've tried a lot of different tuning pegs, had a lot of tuning pegs that come on the guitars I've had and gotten rid of over the years, but the one tuning peg that I've loved the most has been Grover. Whether they're gold, chrome, or black plated, the color doesn't matter. It's the internal workings of the tuning pegs that make a difference. And let's face it, I've already drilled a couple holes on the A, D, and G string tuning peg. So why not take it a step further and put some Grover Rotomatic tuners on there? Now, they're mini Grovers. So now, for those of you who are familiar with different guitar companies, you'll know that Gibson Les Pauls often come with Grover tuning pegs on them. So if they're good enough for Gibson, they're good enough for me, even though I'm not really a Gibson fan. So, yeah, that is my Strat project update. So it's almost done. Renee is almost done. And I wanted a unique Stratocaster that's not like most others. I didn't want it to be a common-looking Strat. I wanted to have the effect of when somebody sees this guitar who knows Strats, they're going to be like, what is that? I've never seen a Strat quite like that. You know, I wanted it to be unique, like I am. And when I got clean and sober, I literally was given new life. I have a second chance to get things right. And since I've always wanted to modify this guitar to make it special and unique to me, well, I figured what better theme to do than modify my guitar just like I have a different life. Hence why I chose the name Renee, which means born again, rebirth. So, and honestly, Eddie Van Halen kind of inspired me to, how do I put this? Take tools to my guitar and structurally modify it. And I've gone as far as literally carving out parts of this guitar. I took one of those drill bits that has the sharp point in the center and then the blades that come out where you can drill holes like that big. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but I used that to route out the neck position cavity under the pick guard so that I could fit the humbucker. Now, it doesn't have the ribs that go across in the body where the pickups go like your normal Strat. It's literally a hollow rectangle cavity. And I've taken a chisel and a hammer to this thing. So This guitar is definitely not stock. And, yeah, she's almost done. This is my baby. And I don't care if it's a Squire. It's sentimental to me. And you know what? For a Squire, it's a really good guitar. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. God bless you. You're important in this world, and you are loved. More videos to come. See ya.